Hello again. This is Kirsten Spencer from the Simple Swaddler and Kirsten Spencer Photography. So I've periscoped this baby probably 4 times, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me just to do a screen recording. That way she won't keep expiring. So anyway, this is baby Hartley, and this is her second month milestone birthday. So she had just turned 2 months old on this very day. And this is the picture in ACR, Adobe Camera Raw, and this is straight out of the camera. So that's the difference between newborns and tween babies at 2 months old, is that her skin is absolutely perfect. Um, hardly any red, hardly any flakes, acne, nothing like that. She's just beautiful. So the only thing I did, you can see, I don't know if you can see down the line, is all zeros. The only thing I did was bump up the shadows a little bit. And even that, like Jenny said, shadows are good. So I might even lower that a little bit. The only other thing I do is I enable the lens profile. It just gets rid of any distortion. And I think that might have been it. Nope, that's not true. Luminance, I raised the red a little bit to get a little red out of her skin. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this image into Photoshop. Oh my goodness, it never takes this long. I think it's because I'm recording my screen. That might be making it run slowly. I don't know. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you, even though I don't think this picture needs it per se, but I know a bunch of you are asking about it, is making the baby smaller and a little bit more negative space around her. So my trick is Control J makes a duplicate layer, and then you click on the move tool up here. And then when you drag and drop the corners, it's important to hold the shift key so the ratio stays the same. Okay. And then you can also tilt her a little bit. All right, so I think then double click to. So when you see before and after, I just kind of shrunk her a little bit so there's more negative space around her. Okay, so I don't think this image needed it per se, but I know a bunch of you were just curious how to do that. Okay, so now, and this is going to be kind of a quick tutorial also. So one thing I might do real quick too with the patch tool is, whoops, I had a bumpy blanket underneath, like an absolute dum-dum. I mean, talk about rookie mistake. My gosh, I just put new batteries in my mouse. Is it possible for mouses just to like, I can't even use my patch. But anyway, see, patch and drag, gets rid of the big bumps, kind of smooths it out a little smidge here. And no, I don't use a tablet. I do use a mouse. And I blame that on two things. One, being left-handed. Every time I try to use a tablet as a lefty, it's a train wreck. And two, I'm old. And it's hard for me to learn new things when I already know things one way. Okay, so that's a quick thing. I don't know if you know about the patch tool, but the patch tool, selecting and then dragging it somewhere pretty, is kind of a quick fix. And it works awesome on wrinkles too. Not there really is any wrinkle, but like see that wrinkle, and then just drag it down and then the wrinkle's gone. Okay, so that's another hack. Okay, so another hack is the background extending the background, sorry. So you click on the rectangular marquee up here. I don't know why the name's not popping up. Anyhow, so you do a triangle like this, Control T for transform. Whoops. And then it just drags the background over. Oh yeah, my mouse is dying. Okay, so same here, Control T. Oh, I don't know why it keeps, well, I know why, my batteries are dead in my mouse, but see how it just extended what I had done before? Easy peasy. I can't really do it over here because there's so much going on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but you kind of get the idea. On seamless paper, when you're doing a subject on seamless paper, that's the most awesome. Okay, so just to do quickie quick here, Control J, get your paintbrush. Let's take a color right by baby's bum. Whoops, opacity at 100 helps. And then, and I keep sampling as I kind of move so the color stays. I'm going to use the gradient tool anyway, but if you keep sample brush, then it'll kind of, you know, it'll blend in. But like I said, I'm using the gradient. I'll be using the gradient anyway. So this is just kind of like a starting point. And then I want the color to match over here pretty much. Get rid of that background. And then, whoops, what was, I don't even know what happened there. That was bizarre. Okay. And then let's just blend that in and blend that in with a lower opacity. And blend and blend. Okay, just a little bit. Okay. Like I said, just quick. To do the fade over here, so you can see there's a more of a distinct line, just paint the color at a lower opacity. Whoops, that was a little bit much. Anyway, so now you can see before and after, and that's just like a real 2-second paint job. If this was for a client, I would spend way more time. So then you make a mask down here. So if the box right here is white, you get a black brush, 100% opacity. The reason is because I was so sloppy, I'm sure I probably painted on her. Well, I don't know, maybe it looks like I did pretty well. Okay, and then if you use the same colored brush, it'll paint it back on because I took a little bit too much off. Okay, all right. So now the next trick I'm going to show you, and in the original, when I edited the original, which I can show you, I left her at this angle because I thought it was adorable at the time. So it didn't occur to me to puppet warp it. But for the puppet warp, it's Control J, and then Edit, Puppet Warp. Okay, what you're going to do, and when I did this on my Periscope yesterday, I had a rough time because my mouse kept on glitching out. So I think I just need to buy a new mouse because I changed the batteries in and it still glitches. Okay, so you're going to do just a real random click around her face because what that does is we can manipulate her body now and her head is not going to move. If you even do the slightest distortion on her face, you can really tell and it looks terrible. Okay, so click randomly down here somewhere is what I normally do. And you're going to kind of eyeball it because you want her to stay squishy. But you're going to just move her up like this. And that's how people get. And then if you need to put another pin up here, whoops, and then drag and drop to make her booty go up like that. The check mark. Okay, before I do anything, I'll show you. So that's the before, which is also adorable, and the after. So it just makes her a little bit more squishy right here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you just real quick is the liquify. And people use this on every single newborn photo, I swear. Just kind of make her little bum a little bit rounder. And then what I might do maybe is just push down her back to make her bum look a little bit more just like you want to pinch it.